Hey everyone, Willie Clark here. Welcome to another week of my YouTube show. For those of you who've been checking in with us for a bit, you'll realize this is not my normal background decor, still in a little bit of a move, but I wanted to cut something anyways this week. So you get to see other things like my nice tower of Orthanc behind me, Lego Orthanc, some of my CDs, because some people still believe in other mediums, and you can see my record collection up there. But anyways, this week we're going to talk about something kind of getting into the season, almost in October. It's almost Halloween. And I went to a little place some of you may have heard of called Disneyland last week, off on vacation, and got to experience Mickey's Halloween party. Yeah, so we're going to talk about Halloween, talk about Mickey's Halloween party, and answer the big question, which is if it's worth it or not. Before we get to that, I want to give a little background. This is the third year in a row that we've gone to Disney of one kind or another for Halloween. We started 3 years ago and did Disney World and did Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party over there. 2 years ago we went to Disneyland and did Halloween time there, but did not do the party. And then last year we went to Disney World again, did the Halloween party again, and then this is the first year that we've done Disneyland and also the Halloween party. How was it? I don't think it was worth it. So I did a bit of digging on this. The Halloween party at Disneyland is not as old as I thought it was, and also has increased in price a lot recently. I'm not quite exactly sure why I think that the Disney World party is absolutely worth going to and not the Disneyland one, but I'm going to dig into some of the differences between the two of them and some of the things and reasons why I don't think the Disneyland party was super great. I do want to say, we were in Disneyland for 2 days. We have annual passes, so we got to bounce around between the two parks. So overall, Halloween time in Disneyland is really awesome. I love going when all the decorations are up. I think it's really cool. And they had a lot of different and pretty good food offerings this year. You know, specifically for the Halloween season. I got my party pins, got some merch, and not gonna go to Disney without some shopping. Stuff like that too. As for the party itself, it does let you into the parks early, and this was actually the first year that I know of, at least, that they also expanded that to mean you could go into California Adventure early. California Adventure was all decorated for the holidays as well. Had a really cool big Oogie Boogie right on the main entryway that was all lit up. But there weren't any Halloween party specific events going on, just if you got tickets to the party, you could go to either parks until the party started. This is the part where I'm going to become a little bit of a Disney snob, where I just didn't think that there were a lot of things exclusive to the Disneyland party that meant you should shell out, I think it was $80 for us to go as annual pass holders, and I know on some nights I think it goes up into $120, which is a lot of money. Now, if you're going to Disney for a few days and wanted to do the Halloween party instead of buying a ticket for another day, I think that could work. That would probably, you'd have to sit and do the math, but that would probably be worth it. But, we went for 2 days and then had to pay again for tickets additionally to go to the Halloween party at the end of our second day. We went opening night, which was pretty cool. Can't let the merch run out. But, just my experiences throughout the whole thing. The merch for the Halloween party was actually for sale before the party started. So that was kind of non-ceremonious, just, oh hey, it's out, let's go buy it. And I'm not one to complain about not waiting in lines, but there weren't lines or any wristbands, or I don't think we even had to show that we were going to the party to buy the merch, which kind of defeats the purpose of it, just a little bit. As for the party itself, yeah, I think I expect and hope that there's a lot of things you can only get to do at the party. In Disney World, there's a lot of characters like Jack. Both Jacks, actually. Like when we initially went, like getting Jack Skellington and Jack Sparrow's picture was a big deal. And there were, I went and read some blogs, and apparently Disneyland actually has a lot more characters in total out during Halloween, but most of them were out during the day as well. You, again, didn't have to go to the Halloween party to see them. And also, apparently some years they have Hades rotate out in the main villain area, where I did not see Hades this year, and it is possible that I missed him, and if that's the case, someone please let me know and I'll go cry in a corner, because I really want to get Hades. But I wasn't super impressed with the villain selection. Cruella de Vil we had gotten earlier in the day, the Queen of Hearts we had gotten earlier in the day. Like, we could have waited for Maleficent or Gaston, but those aren't going to inspire the same rarity of some of the other characters, at least with me. One thing that I'm kicking myself for is apparently Toontown, the Toontown area, does some early Halloween stuff, and apparently some rare characters like Clarabelle and Roger Rabbit might come out there, and oh, if they did, I'm kicking myself for missing it. But anyways, wasn't super excited about that. Also, from what I could tell, there really wasn't any party-specific food, which, like I said, there were a lot of food options that Disney is doing throughout the parks, throughout the Halloween season, but nothing, again, for me to justify spending the money on another ticket for me to go in during the actual Halloween party. Other two things, which were also disappointing, was the parade and fireworks. And I am a huge parade and fireworks guy. These were like, you know, ending my Disney trip, ending my vacation. And the Halloween fireworks are almost exactly the same music and, you know, music, I don't think it's the same overlay, but it's the same music as in the Disney World Hollow Screams thing. And as someone who was literally listening to that music before going to the parks, it was a little disappointing to see Disneyland just kind of readapt, again, almost exactly the same fireworks show from Disney World and just move it over here. That being said, they did do some cool pyrotechnic tricks that I don't think World does, but if the overall theming's the same, there's nothing unique to the party over here. You know, the other exclusive to the party thing is the parade, which I think there's been a lot of discussion about this parade over the years, and I think they just redid it last year, but it's also not very good. Like, the Boo to You parade is absolutely phenomenal. I love it. I love the Boo to You song. So I knew I was going to be disappointed that it wasn't my precious Boo to You parade, but it was only a few floats. You know, Rye pointed that out to me. And just, it was a very meager parade offering, I think. Like, there wasn't anything particularly special or exciting about it. You know, we did get to see some villains, but I just didn't, on a whole, I've been disappointed with Disneyland's parades in general, but not a fan of the Halloween parade. So, what does that leave you with? The exclusive things to the parade, which are essentially characters, which really aren't exclusive. There were a few, like Wendy, I think, is hard to find elsewhere, but nothing that was super exciting for me, at least. And the parade and fireworks also weren't that great. I just don't, I have a hard time recommending the Disneyland Halloween party, especially as it gets pricier and as its own separate ticket event. So, Halloween party, not worth it. Going to Disneyland during Halloween, absolutely worth it, probably just for the decorations alone. So, I recommend that. But Halloween party, you might want to sit and figure out if it's worth, especially if you've got a big family, doing this separate ticketed event. Anyways, thank you for checking out and listening to me go on and on about Disney and Halloween stuff. It's not just video games here. I got more videos in the works, and we'll hopefully have another video, might have another video this week actually. But like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of those needy YouTuber things. And thanks for listening, and we'll see you again next week. Peace out, everybody. Bye. Swallow.